Hi, my name is Adam Flynn with our IT marketing team, and in today's training video we are going to cover how to report your acres from within the NAU Country app. To begin, you'll see we already logged into our NAU Country app, and we have a list of insureds running down the left side of our screen for our NAU Country training agency. For today's demonstration, we're going to select that top John Doe policy, which then provides us with a list of policies that are currently tied to this insured. For today's demonstration, we're going to utilize that 2018 policy, which is currently in the acres required status. Once selected, you'll see we have some policyholder information. The coverage is tied to this policy, and if you scroll down to the Actions tab, about a quarter of the way down that list, you'll see we have the Acreage Reporting option. Once selected, we'll be provided with a map of our fields that are currently mapped on this policy. To begin, we just simply need to select a field that we'd like to report acres on by tapping on it. So for today's demonstration, you'll see I selected that upper left-hand corner field, and when selected, gives me a list of acreage information that we can select from. To begin, I'm going to select the unit we would like to apply this acreage to. So for today, I'm going to select that top corn line. You can see once selected, that unit information is pre-filled in that box, and we're ready to make our way down to the plant date. You'll see once that is selected, we are provided with a scroll calendar. For today's demonstration, I'm just going to use today's date. And now we can edit our plant acres. It's important to note that the plant acres can obviously be edited, but our field acres cannot. So for today, let's say that we had 15 acres that were planted on this 16-acre field. From there, we can select if we need any PP acres, any uninsured acres. We can look at the farm name, the new breaking information, the multi-crop. If everything looks correct, all we need to do is tap outside of the field itself anywhere on the map. And you'll see that generates a cornfield for us and colors the field yellow. To continue, we just need to select our next field. So in this case, I'm going to select that field just off to the right. And again, we'll follow the same procedure where I'm going to select a unit, my plant date, and again my planted acres. We'll say that this one we just planted 16 acres. If everything looks correct, again I'm just going to tap on the map anywhere outside of the field we're currently working with. And now that field will generate a blue color for our soybeans. For this demonstration, we'll just say these are the only two fields that were planted. So let's go ahead and tap that complete button in the upper right hand corner. You'll see we are then provided with an acreage summary of the two fields that we planted crops on. After we select next, we have the ability to add remarks. This would be the ideal time if you need to enter information that you want your underwriter to look at. For this demonstration, we'll just enter test note. This note will then show up on the reported acreage report that ends up on the underwriter's desk. Let's go ahead and select next. We have to answer a series of questions, the same questions that insured has to answer on every acreage report, whether a hard copy or through the NAU app. In this case, I'm going to select that I have not broken new sod. You can see once I've made that selection, we now have the ability to select next. Now is our insured statement review. We can scroll down here and review that. This is the same review that's located on the acreage report itself. If everything looks correct, you can see we just need to hit that tap here to accept. Now we have our insured signature. If that signature looks correct, we can go ahead and hit next. Again, we have to review our agent statement review, the same review that is also located on the hard copy of the acreage report. Tap here to accept. And now we have our agent signature. If everything looks correct there, we can go ahead and hit next once more. From here, we need to select a signature date. If it's different from the current date, you would simply tap that space, and again you'll see that scroll calendar again. For today's demonstration, we'll just keep today's date. Next, you'll see we have our auto import option. You'll see off to the right side there we have a blue check currently listed, and what this means is once we hit submit, this acreage information we've entered will automatically apply to map entry. If you do not want to auto import, you'll see the last option there says do not import, and when that's tapped, you'll see that blue check mark now is located in that space. When the do not import option is selected, this means that the acreage will show up in map entry, but the acreage report will not be finalized until you or your underwriter jump into EasyWriter Pro and confirm everything and commit that policy. Below that auto import option, you see we can select whether we'd like to set 0 acres. In this case, let's say we do because we have those other fields we did not report acreage on. And we can see here we need to select the appropriate acreage reporting date. In this case, this policy has some winter wheat, and that's why we see two separate acreage reports. If everything looks correct, all we need to do is select that submit button in the upper right hand corner, and this acreage report has been submitted. And that's how you utilize our NAU Country app when reporting acres on your fields for your insureds. Please make sure to check out our other training videos where we cover other features found within the NAU Country app. Thanks so much and have a great rest of the day.